Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Rose Bouquet. Welcome to the podcast. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you'd like. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. So I just wanted to do a follow-up on my last video about Trisha versus Gabby. I'm really only going to be addressing Trisha in this one and just going over a few things I wanted to clarify and just kind of rehash and kind of correct in a way. I think I was pretty harsh on her in that last podcast I did, and I wasn't intending to be that harsh. And she is right. A lot of people are more harsh to female, opinionated female podcasters. They just are. That's just the way it is. But I just wanted to say, the reason is because people put more weight on what Trisha has to say versus H3 because I don't know why it is. I think people just do. You're more famous. Trisha's more famous, excuse me. And she's lived a more complicated life. So I think people just put more weight on what Trisha has to say than Ethan because does anybody even watch Ethan's podcast? I don't know, because he has his mom on there and his wife as co-host, and Hila doesn't really talk, and his mom is, I think I watched maybe 2 Families episodes, and I just never watched it again. I mean, it's your mom and it's your wife, so I don't know. I think what would really make his podcast better is if he put one of his male coworkers on there with him, because when he has his male coworkers on there that are actually funny and engaging, it's way better. Like if he put Zach on there, I was thinking, as his co-host instead of Hila, I just think the show would be way better. It would, they would bounce off each other way better. He needs more of a male co-host, I think, or an opinionated female. One or the other. A more opinionated female or Zach or a male co-host with more opinions. Someone he can kind of have that banter with, because just Hila, she doesn't really answer unless she's called on, and his mom is, that's his mom. So it's honestly kind of boring. So I think that, to answer your question, Trish, it's just that people put more weight on what you have to say. More people, they may not click your podcast or your show immediately, and I notice people do that. They wait, but they do come back. You get the views. You get the views. They may not do it on the first day, second day, third day, but within a few weeks, you do get those views, and you have a more female audience. His audience, I'm really not even sure what his target audience is, or who really finds or wants to know what Ethan's opinion is with his wife and his mom. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not trying, this is just my opinion. If he definitely needs a different co-host, I'm not sure where he's going with. I just guess he just wants to have family on there. I don't know. But it would be better if he, maybe had Zach or somebody else co-host the show. I really believe that. I might even watch it. So that's your answer, Trish. People put more weight on what you say. It's not necessarily that you're female. It's just you're more popular and people listen to you more and you have more life experience. Also wanted to address the Keemstar issue. I think as a whole society, we've just gotten way far away from having any morals or values, and that's just the way it is. I mean, yeah, he's not dating a minor, but, pretty close to it, and I agree it is cringy and, all of the above, but, unless we come back into the 50s and 40s and 30s where you wait until you're married to have sex, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, and unfortunately, that's just where we're headed. And I look at the Duggars and religious people, and they do get married early and they have the families. And, it's not a one size fit all for everyone. Not everyone's going to want to get married right away. Not everyone's going to want to have kids right away. So it just really depends. But I think if we had more of that, more people that, when they did contact a young woman or did contact a woman or having a sexual relationship with a woman, that it did end in marriage, that our society would just be, way better off. And that's really what I believe. So the further we get away from, the no sex before marriage, this is just going to continue on. And, I'm not saying marriage is perfect. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm not saying if you get married early and have a kid early, it's going to be perfect as pie and you're going to live the best life ever. But there'll be a lot less issues, right? A lot of people with a lot less baggage. And unfortunately, just how people are being raised. And definitely, I mean, again, religion is not for everyone, but there's certain things that you can take away from that. And I think the sex before marriage is one of them. And that's really just how it is. I mean, if we live back in, like I said, the 30s and 40s, people get married right away. Like, it's not like today where, the men are running amok and going around and trying to find the next thing. Because I don't think it's necessarily the age that's bothering everyone or you. It's the fact that the relationship doesn't end in marriage. Because if they're getting with an older man, they think he's more mature, he has children, he's going to marry them, he's not going to leave them because he's older. And then when he doesn't, it's just like wasted time. You wasted your body, your soul to try to have that relationship that just did not come to fruition. And it can be devastating and leave people with baggage. And I definitely agree. So that's my answer to that, as well as just, until we get back to a society that follows religion, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, unfortunately. And there's really not much else we can do about it. But anyways, just wanted to hop on and give my 2 cents on that. I hope everybody's having a great week and staying safe from that Delta variant that's out there flying around, waiting to get us. Just stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.